Good morning, wherever you're coming from. Welcome to my life. Good evening. You're welcome. My name is GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair. Today we'll be having different things. For those of us that are just coming across my channel, what we do on this life is I will come here and teach us techniques of how we can get into braiding. Kelly Chooks, you're welcome. Hot Dolly, you're welcome. Jason, you're welcome. Sophia, you're welcome. Olivia, you're welcome. Pim Dale, you're welcome. Sarah Coma, you're welcome. As you're all coming in, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I'm streaming on my 3 platforms. Welcome to everyone on TikTok. Welcome everyone on YouTube, and welcome everyone that's watching us from Facebook. My name is GraceLawen from GraceLawendhair, as you can see. So in today's life, we'll be having 5 different methods of how we can get into braiding. Yes. So before we do that, I'm going to be teaching us what braiding is. Thank you so much for liking the video. Let me share from here. Let me go ahead and share the videos from here. For those of us that want to come in, let's go ahead and share the videos. As you're coming in, share the videos. Let's bring other people in. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for that. So today, when we finish our training, I'm going to show you how to do the 3 braids. I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve these 3 braids. So we're going to do our training first, then we get into this. So stay tuned. There's a lot we're going to learn today for those of us that want to learn. So if you're a first timer, you don't know how to braid, stay tuned. You're going to learn something. So before we go ahead, we're going to be doing different techniques of how we can get into braiding. Today, we are going to be teaching 5 techniques. Let's do 5 techniques today. 1 from the beginner's class, 3 from the natural and traditional method, then 1 from knotless braids. So if you're here, it's packaged, and you don't know how to braid, stay tuned. So before we commence, braiding is a creative art that the braiders uses hair to showcase their artistic skill. Unlike the painters, they use brush and paint and everything to showcase their artistic skill. With the braiders, hairstylists, we use hair to showcase our skills. So stay tuned. If you know you're ready, I'm ready now. We have all we need now. We need our training head. We need our extension. We need our rubber bands. If you're coming for the first time, we need your clips. We need your tail comb. You're all welcome as you're coming in. Any question, please put it on the comment section. Yes, share the videos, like the videos, support the videos as much as you can. So today I'll be using this extension, this gold extension. Let's use the gold extension today. So the first hair we are going to do, before we do that, I'm going to do some trainings. Then in the middle of it, I'm going to show us how we can achieve our 3 braids. I'm going to show us how we can achieve our 3 braids. Let's just go ahead and start with the beginners friendly way of adding extensions into your braid. Then we'll go ahead and do that in the middle of our training until we start repeating what we want to repeat on this. So this is the extension we're going to be using today. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. You're highly welcome. So we do run our classes Mondays to Saturday, 12 p.m. to UK of 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK times, and 5 p.m. as you can see now to 7 p.m. UK time. So we are in for the 7 p.m. today. I've been so busy this week, so that's why you've not seen me full of appointments. So I have to attend to those appointments. So that is why we are here today. So let's go ahead. This is the bundle of our extension. If we're prepped. So now we'll be starting with the beginners friendly. If you know that you're here, you've not braided before, you've not added extension to hair before, what I do before we start the class, I'll show you just a simple method you can use in getting into your braiding. Yes. So when you use this simple method, then we'll start the method of natural and traditional method. I'm going to teach everything here and teach you knotless braid as well. But this first one we're going to do, beginners friendly, and everyone can learn it as well, because there will come a style whereby you need this type of to do your hairstyle. So now let's go ahead. All we need is our extension. Let me go ahead and grab my extension. In today's video, this is the amount of extension I'm going to be using, which I call medium for myself. This might be your medium, this might not be your medium, it doesn't really matter. But all that matters when you're doing hair is that make sure that the braids you're taking is the same extension that you're taking all through the hair to make your braid more uniform. Yes, even as a beginner, you don't have to disturb yourself. If you know that techniques, it will help you to be able to do hair. Like this extension, don't go and take the first one mini, the second one micro, then the other one medium, jumbo. No, it's a no. Can I have a shout out? Yes, I will. Thank you so much, Lola Lee. You're welcome. Ella on YouTube Trend. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I'll always give shout out. Temi, like the videos. Thank you so much. JC, Rivaria. Thank you so much. As Harriet, everyone that is just joining, I'll be giving you shout out. Don't worry. So in between, when I'm doing the practicals, when I just see you pop up, I'll give you a shout out. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So now with this first one, we are going to split our extension. This is the extension I'm holding. We are going to split this extension into ratio 2:1. Can everybody see it? You split it into ratio 2:1. Ratio 2:1 means that when you share something into 3, this extension into 3, two of the share will be on the left hand, then 1 will be on the right hand. That is how you are going to be getting your extensions in any braids you're going to be doing. The reason why we do that is that when you add for this method, we are not going to be crossing this. So when you cross it this way, you'll find out that these 2 smaller ones will equate these 2 bigger ones. Then they will not make your braids more even. They will not make the braid more even. So now let's go ahead and do this first one before we go into the natural and traditional method. So with the first method, we're going to use the rubber band. Beginners friendly, please come in. Austin, you're just welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Share the videos, like the videos, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you so much. God bless you all for joining. I know this is an evening time when we are relaxing, but while you're still relaxing, you're watching, you're gaining one knowledge and skill or the other. So now we are going to be using the rubber band. This is the rubber band. I'm going to be taking only 2 of the rubber band. Normally you can use 1 of it, but then I'm going to be using 2. The reason why I use 2 online is that sometimes it gets snap. I don't want it to snap. So straight away, this is the hair we're working with. You've already parted the hair. What next are you going to do? Split this hair into 2. Can everybody see it? When you split this hair into 2 equal parts, this hair is so split. Let's use the clip to hold it. When you split this hair into 2 equal parts this way, you take the smaller part of the hair. Look at it. Equate this extension. Make sure they are on the same level. Can you see it? Then you place it. For beginners that have not braided before, please use this method. Start braiding. Start braiding hair, please. The more you braid, the more your hands is getting used to it. Then I'm still going to teach you the natural and traditional method, but learn this first. So now you're going to take this in the middle, place it right there. In the middle of the hair, you just split it into 2. Grab your rubber band at this point. Look at it. You grab it. When you grab it, you go ahead and secure this hair. Look at it in the middle. Secure it with the rubber band. So when you secure this hair with the rubber band, look at it. If you have not braided before, you've not added extension to the hair before, it's your first time, please use this method. You're going to be braiding straight away. All this rubber band will do is that it is going to secure the hair to the roots. And if you're doing it for your baby or for your child, please don't make it too tight. Just make sure you exhaust all the rubber band. The more you're doing it, you can be flipping it up so that it will not go straight on the scalp. So when you do it to this point, what next are you going to do? You're going to gradually split this hair into 2. When you split it into 2, pull it on both sides. Do you see the way I just pull it? When you're pulling on both sides, don't make it too tight, because the more you pull this hair on both sides, the tighter it becomes on the roots. What this rubber band have done for you now is that it has already secured this hair to the root. So now you can go straight and start braiding your hair. This is the first method we're going to be showing. And this method is really beginners friendly. If you're here, you've not added extension to hair and you know how to braid, please try and use this method. Then we'll get into it. All you're going to do, bring this one down. Just bring it down this way. Go ahead and grab the other extension that is 2 times bigger. Go ahead and grab the extension that is 2 times bigger that you just kept aside. position yourself very well. I'm going to position myself very well. Thank you so much everyone for joining. If you're just joining, please share the video, share, subscribe, follow to get notification when we're coming out for the live. So now I have it now. What I'm going to do at this point, you're going to hold this with your left hand because we use our hands to do hair. This is my thumb, that's my index finger, this is the middle finger, ring finger, and the little or pinky finger, right? So now what you're going to do, you're going to hold this hair right down with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Hold it this way. Take the right hand, take this one, place it on top of it. Hold it, secure it. So we are going to braid this hair now. As a new beginner, go ahead and try this method. You see that you start braiding immediately. So now, if you're a right-handed person, start with your right hand. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left braid. So now with this method, the rubber band method, you tend to have all the natural hair in the middle, which at this point is okay because we're learning how to add extensions to the hair as a beginner. So now, using the rubber band method. So now, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to take this from my right hand, I'll bring it in. Look at it, in. Look at my hands. So you're watching, watch my hands. In. Then I'll just secure it to any of the finger. Then I grab this. From my left hand, I bring it in to the right. Do you know what have happened here? The hair already secured and we start braiding this hair immediately. Can you see what is going on here? Very, very easy method to get in. So now what you're going to do, because at this point, as a new beginner, at this point, I will not tell you to start splitting this natural hair now because everything will go to unravel. What you're going to do, take the extension, cover the natural hair and start braiding. By the time you do the first one, you do the second one, you're getting used to it. So now you can now split your natural hair. So let's go ahead and braid this hair. So now I'm going to be braiding it. And I'm using the extension to cover the natural hair so that, because now we have a black shaded hair and we have a gold extension. So I'm using my extension to cover it so that you will not be seeing the black shaded hair. So let's get onto the braiding. So I'll go on ahead and start braiding this hair. Can you see it? Can everybody see it? So this one is really beginner friendly. Very, very beginner. Even this one, if it's your first time to braid and you want to start braiding your hair, your kids' hair, you can use this rubber band method because it's not going to hold them. But I will not tell you to start using the natural and traditional method on them. Yes, because sometimes it hurts. So now when you use this method, the rubber band has already secured the hair from the root for you. Then you now keep braiding the hair. So let me quickly braid this hair, then I'll show you the result of it. Then we'll now move into natural and traditional method. So when we do all that to the middle, I'll show you how to do the 3 braids. Thank you so much. Just Beef Lady. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm sure that the volumes and everything is loud enough for us to hear. Okay, now let me just go ahead and do this. So now when we have this one, see the result of this. Nice and secured, beginners friendly. This is number 1. Keep it in mind. If you know that, oh, you're interested in this and you want me to repeat it again, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to repeat it later because we have a lot to do. So now straight away we are going to be moving to the natural and traditional method using the wrapping round method. This one is really friendly beginner. The wrapping round method, I'm going to do that at this point. The wrapping round method is what most professional uses. And most people watching me online maybe it's their techniques of adding extension to the natural hair. I wouldn't tell, but I'm just going to do it for the sake of those people that wants to learn. So now this is the hair we are going to be working with. I'm going straight away to grab the extension. When it comes to this point, where is my water bottle? Yeah, it's here. When you find out that you're using a hair mannequin or training hair and the hair is just flipping here and there, just get a water bottle, spray on it a little bit just to calm it down. At least it will stick it together to stay in one place because this hair is just moving here and there. So now we are going to go ahead and grab the extension we are going to be working with. This next one is the wrapping round method. So I'm going to be using the same size of extension I've started with. So with the wrapping round method, we're going to split this hair into ratio 2 to 1. Let's share the videos. Go ahead, share the videos. Let me share from here to bring more people in because just notify people that we are here. because most people don't know that we are here. Let's go ahead and notify them. Share the videos, like the video. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that, so that we can get on and do things, learn some skills today that will help us. Okay, so I'm going to be splitting this extension into ratio 2:1. Let's go ahead and splitting it into ratio 2:1. Can everybody see it? So now with this point, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just Bet Lady, God bless you. I'm seeing you. God bless you. So now with this point, we're going to cross it. Go ahead and cross it. When you cross it at this point, look at it. We have 3 strands. Normally, because we use 3 strands to do our braids, that is the reason why we make it ratio 2:1. When you take the 2 smaller ones, when you add them up together, it's going to equate one of these ones that are bigger. Can you see it? We now have 3 strands for hair. So now let's go ahead and secure this one. This method is the wrapping round method, and it's part of the natural and traditional method of how you can install your extension. So now I'm holding this one on the tip like this with the smaller part. Then we can come to the hair we're going to be working with. You've already sectioned the hair, well combed. Then you now go ahead, hold on to this hair, hold it with your left hand, take this one in the middle, place it right there, secure it. So when you secure it, go ahead and do what? Plait. Me, I say plus. Some people say wrapping round. So let's go ahead and wrap it round. You do the first wrapping, you do the second wrapping. The second should be enough. You just put it in between your hands. Then we'll go ahead and split this hair. Look at it and the extension into 2. Then you can now go ahead and start braiding. Can you see how simple this method could be? So now, when we get to this point, because we call it natural and traditional method, we know we are going to split this natural hair and give to this one that doesn't have it. That extension, we're going to do that. So now we can now go ahead and start braiding our hair. Look at it. But all you're going to do at this point, make sure that the extension are covering your natural hair. It makes that hair look more professional when you're doing it, and it will make your hair stay longer in a way that you're not going to be seeing this black hair or natural hair popping up all the time on your hair. You find out that that braid will stay more than when you see your hair popping out on top of your braid. So now let's go ahead and quickly braid this. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. My name is GraceLawen. As you can see, they will come up live 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. UK time and 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. UK time. Can you see it? This one is a wrapping round method. Let me go ahead and quickly braid it down. So these 5 different ways I'm going to be showing you, you're going to try the methods. When you try the method as a new beginner, choose one of the method that is best for you. You're not going to be using all the 5 in one hair. No. You're going to try them, learn them. The one that you think you're happy with, please go ahead and start using it. That is why we're using 5 different techniques, because most people will prefer the wrapping round. Most people will prefer the rubber band method. Most people will prefer the 2-strand method. And most people will prefer the real natural and traditional method, the most used method that most people find very, very difficult. Can everybody see it? This is the rubber band method. This is the wrapping round method. Can everybody see it? So now I'm going to go straight. I'll get how to do it. I will plait myself, undo, plait, undo. Okay, that's fine. No problems. So if you know you want to do that, that's fine. It will be easier for you. If you're the type that wants to use your natural hair to learn how to braid, please go ahead and start practicing already with your hair. If you go ahead and start practicing with your hair, you will get used to it. Immediately you start getting used to it, that is just it. You need it to get into your hands, and that's it. So now let's go ahead and do the 2-strand methods. So when we do this 2-strand method, I'll show you all the 5 methods. Then what we're going to do, the next method I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you how to do the 3 braids. Then we'll start taking our repeat questions. That's how we're going to do it. So this one is the 2-strand method. Most people do like using this 2-strand method. Let me spread this hair a bit so that they will just fall together. You see, you can do the same thing. If you have any mannequin training hair or that is too slippery, or you're doing hair that is so slippery, all you need is just a little bit of spray. Don't wet the hair too much, just to calm the hair down. It will stick together immediately. So now let's go ahead and do the two-strand method. I'm going to be pinching the same extensions I've just pinched with the same size. Look at it. If you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and do that, because when I come up live, you're going to get notification that Grace is live, so that you can come and join and watch and learn one thing or the other on this hair skill. So now I'm going to, when you're doing the two-strand method, we're not going to be splitting this two-strand method. The two-strand method, why is it called the two-strand method? Because the hair is going to be the third strand. So when you're doing this method, if your hair is really short, I don't think you can do this two-strand method. But if you have a long hair that is even half of this length, yes, you can do it. If this full length is absolutely okay. But if it's very short, you rather use the rubber band method, or you use the knotless method, or you use the natural and traditional method to do it when the hair is very, very short. So now, I'm not going to be splitting this extension because we call it the two-strand method. There are two ways of doing this two-strand method. I've made a video of that other way. When I come upline, I don't want to be complicating issue. How hard you... Hey, I didn't understand what she just said. I'm late. I wish I could have seen number one. Don't worry, Stella. We are going to repeat all those things. Anyone you didn't meet up, just have it in mind. Let me know. I'm going to repeat it. But before I'm going to do the 5 different methods of installing I'm going to be showing today. Then straight away, I'll show you how to do the 3 braid, how it's done. Then we'll now go back and do the repeats. So we're going to do it that way. Or we'll do the repeats first. If we have more time, we'll do this 3-strand. But I want to do the 3-strand. I want to show you how it's done. So now with this one, I've done a video of the other methods. So I'm going to send it as a video for those that want to just know how to use the other method. But this one, this is the extension we're going to be using. We're doing the 2-strand method. Most people, they like using this 2-strand as well. So you are going to go straight ahead, hold this hair, look at the hair you've already sectioned. Let me move it closer so that we can be able to see. Just be watching my hair straight, how this is done. So now I'm going to place this one, the middle of this hair, because it's a 2-strand method. This hair is going to be the 3rd strand. So I'm going to be placing it like this. Look at it. I'm just going to hold it this way. With my thumb and index finger, make it, the hair now will make it 3-strand. You see, this is the simple method, but most people, they do this way. That's this method now that I'm just showing you. I've done a video for it. I'm going to send it so that you can be able to understand that one as well. If you're the type that want to know different ways, but I don't want to complicate issue now. So let's go ahead and hold it this way. If you're a right-handed person, you start with your right hand. If you're left-handed, start with your left hand. But at this point, because we are using a 2-strand method, we're not going to continue to use this hair to braid. We're going to split extension in between when we're doing the hair and add up to this. So now let's go ahead. I'll take this hair now from my right hand because I'm a right-handed person. Bring it into the left. Then you go ahead, look at it. Can you see how it is? Then you now go ahead and do what? Start braiding. Let me move it closer. You start braiding the hair. So when you start braiding the hair, you bring the natural hair to the middle. Bring it up to the middle. Take some of the hair here. Take some of this hair. That's how I do it, the 2-strand method. If you're the type that uses this 2-strand method. So you put some hair from there. Then you get some hair from here. So note one thing, because it's a 2-strand method and a natural way of adding extension to the braid, we are still going to split our natural hair. So let's braid this one up first. So when we braid this one up first, you see the natural hair. This natural hair, we're going to split them. Give some to this one. You see, most people like this method, but this is not my method really, but I'm going to teach it for those of us that would like to use it. Then you go ahead and take this other one, start braiding. Bring in the extension to the other part. Now we can now start braiding up this hair now. But use your extension to cover the natural hair. Let's go ahead and start braiding. This method is a 2-strand method. Most people would use this method to do their braids. So if you're the type that would love to use this method, this is how it's done. Let me hold on to this. Let me quickly braid down this hair. They will now note after finishing the 5 different methods, they will now ask me a question. If we have some repeat, we repeat it. They will now go straight ahead to start doing our 3 braids. I'm going to show you how the 3 braid is done. Let me not finish the braid. This one is too long. Can everybody see it? So now, this one is the rubber band method. This one is the wrapping around method. This one is the 2-strand method. Here we are going to stop where the hair is. When you start splitting up the hair, you find out that it has changed. The only disadvantage for me is, when you're doing the 2-strand method, because the hair is the 3rd strand, you're going to see you see the part of the hair before you start adding up extension to the hair. You see it, everything will change at that point. So now, this is the 3rd method we have done here online now. I'm going to be taking you on the natural and traditional method, holding your extension on one hand, then installing it. By the time we do the 5th method, you're going to tell me on the comment section which one you think you want me to repeat. Then I'll go ahead and repeat it so that we can be able to learn. And normally I do 9 methods before, but I just reduce it to 5. Each time we come, I will just pick one of the methods from there. We add it up, because doing all the 9 methods sometimes is so confusing. So mainly I can see, okay, yes. So now let's go ahead and do the natural and traditional method. So with this number 4, I'm going to be taking the same size of extension. Please, if you're just coming and you didn't hear me say how you get your extension, please, when you're doing your braids, even as a beginner, make sure you have all your extensions to be the same sizes from the beginning to the end of your braid. Look at what I've just done now. I'm doing a practical, but then I make sure that even with the practical I'm doing now, we're using the same size of extension. So the same thing applicable to you. It might not be my size. You might choose to take a smaller size. You might choose to take a jumbo size. All I know is that when you start with one size, please go ahead. Except the only way that you will reduce your extension is that sometimes when you get to the front of the hair, most hair are very short there. Don't put too much big extension there. That is the only way you can reduce that extension so that it will not pull the hair. Apart from that, make sure that all your extensions are the same and uniform. So now we are doing the natural and traditional method that you can hold your extension on one hand. I'm going to split it into ratio 2:1. As we all can see, take this one, the smaller part of it, you're going to cross it. You see, you're going to cross it to the other bigger parts. So when you cross it, we'll now have 3 strands. So when you add up the 2 smaller ones, it will give you 3 strands. Look at how the 3 strands is from the mirror, from the camera. They are equal. With this alone, it's going to make your braids look more even, right? So now I'm going to be holding this extension on one hand. For those of us that want to learn that, most people know how to place their extensions and they get it right. But for me, I teach you what I do. So now this is the method I'm used to until I started teaching. This is the method I use. So I'll just use my thumb and index finger, hold this strand. I use my left hand, the thumb and index finger, hold this other strand. Then the other supporting fingers, which is a 3, I place that one there, hold it. So I'm going to have a secured extension like that. So bring my middle finger on the right hand, place it, then I'll turn my right hand, bringing my index finger right out there. When I do that, this is how it will go. So when I'm holding this like this, it's very simple. The explanation takes longer than the action itself. So when you do the action, it's just simple. You won't even know. If you have learned it, it doesn't take you too much. So now we are going to install this hair. Just keep in mind, this is the number 4. If you have any question, note and let me know which method you want me to repeat. So now when you're holding this extension on one hand, you just go ahead and hold it this way. The first thing you're going to do, use your left hand, split this hair. Split some of the hair, that one. Then the first extension you're going to grab at this point is this one that is lying on your index finger. Bring it closer. Then you use other hands to support your hair. Take your index finger at this point, go and split that hair. Look at where my hands is coming out from. If you can see it from the camera, look at it. It's coming out from there. You split it. Then you now use your hands to support it. Release your hand. This is the point whereby most people get it wrong, because they when they don't secure it right to the roots, they're like, okay, I cannot do this method. Then you can now release your right hand, go ahead, hold this with your thumb and index finger. This is the time you start braiding the hair. Look at it. Then you now go ahead and start braiding. Secure it right from the roots. Look at it. Secure it, not too tight, but secured. So when you plait it like the way I'm plaiting this, braiding it like 3 times, you can stop. I'm going to flip my hands. Most people will continue to do their up braids like this. But if you're that type and it works for you, fine. But for me, to be faster in doing your braid, you're going to flip that hand like this. Turn this braid, turn it, take it and turn it, turn it. We're going to turn it. Then when you turn it at this point, you go ahead and start braiding. This hair is joining together. So let's go ahead and start braiding. So all I will do at this point is that I'm going to be using my extension to cover my natural hair. Look at it. I'm going to be using my extension to cover my natural hair. Then I'll keep braiding. Then we'll go ahead and start braiding the hair. Can we see? Let me hold on to this. You go ahead and start braiding. You see, for those of us that will do the up one, such a successful life. Thank you so much. So now you're going to go ahead and be braiding the hair until you finish braiding this one. Yeah. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. This is how you secure. Let me not even go too much of the braiding, so because I'm still going to lose them soon. You see the natural and traditional method that you have to secure the hair from the root. You see it? Holding your extension on one hand, you braid. That is the number 4. So now we've done the first one, which is the rubber band method. As you can see, this one. Then the second one we did was the wrapping round method. The third one we did was the 2-strand method. This fourth one we did was taking it from the roots, securing the hair from the root. Natural and traditional method and most used method. So the last one I'm going to do now is the knotless braid. So when I install how you can show you how to do the knotless braid, out of the 5, you now tell me which one to repeat. So when we go ahead and repeat what we have to repeat, then the next thing I'm going to teach you now is how we achieve the 3 braids. When we do the repeats, let me show you. You know the 3 braids. You can use any extension, coily extension to do this. So when you do this, you can leave it like pick and drop. You know, like when we do pick and drop or crochet. In fact, I'm going to explain when I get to that point. Let's just go ahead and do the knotless braid. Then we'll do the next one. So now, when we are doing the knotless braid is going to be, the way we take our extension is going to be different from this, because when you're doing knotless braid, you start with your natural hair. You start with the natural hair, then you start installing your extension, right? But now, let's go ahead and let me get the seat. At this point, we need a rack for this. I've ordered for my own rack. I'm going to show you when the rack comes in. Let me just go ahead and show you what I mean by a rack by adding it up to the link. So for those of us that want to get it, you can go ahead. That's what you're seeing on the link now is a rack. So I'm going to go straight and get the extension that we are going to be working with at this point, which is the normal medium extension. When we did the braids, we went straight ahead and start installing the hair, right? But when you're doing knotless, you're not going to install it straight away. You're not going to install it straight away. What you're going to do with your braid, take the same size of extension that you've been taking. What you're going to do at this point, you're going to split this extension in sections. If you don't have the rack, please go ahead and use your dining chair. Be economical if you don't have that. Take it or look for anywhere you can place it. Take the first small one from there, put it there. You take the second one. I'm going to be splitting this hair into 6. I'm going to be splitting it into 6. So we go ahead and take it into 6. So the method I'm going to show you on this knotless is the method whereby you will be adding it from the side. The one we did last time is this. The other first time I did the 2 in 1. So now I'm going to show you. Let me just go ahead. So now look at it. You just outline your extension this way. When you outline the extension, you take the first smaller one, then you start adding it up. Okay, let me put this aside. Then we'll now go straight to the hair we're going to be working with at this point. So let's go ahead and take the hair we're going to be working with. When you're doing knotless braids, the knotless braid you have to start the hair with your natural hair. This is the natural hair we're going to be starting with. See, if you want to put your shining jam, you have to add it up before you start doing your natural knotless braid. But I'm not going to put it here because this is a mannequin training hair we use for training. I don't want to be shampooing it all the time. So now, look at it. The first thing we are going to do, we are going to split this hair into 3. Go ahead and watch what I'm doing. Split this hair into 3. When you split this hair into 3 equal parts, then you braid it down. So when you braid it just one down like that, you just go ahead and bring it this way. This hair is right. This extension is right. This natural hair. So when you do this, I'm going to be putting this hair from the side. Look at it. So I'm taking the first one now. You go ahead, take the first one. Look at this one. Take the first hair. Go ahead and place it by the side. Then you braid one down. Bring this one to the back of your, look at it, look at my index finger. Then you create that V shape there. Take the next one. Put it by the side this way. So when you're adding it up, you make sure the extensions are not visible. You just go ahead and do this one. Bring it to the side. Take the next one. Put it on this side. Take the next one. Go ahead and place it. If you want to learn how to add extensions to hair, this is the method you're going to use to add your extensions on the hair. Bring it to that part. Form that V shape there. Take the next one. Place it. Look at it. Can everybody see it? There are 4 different methods I teach online here, but I put it on the video. Each time I come online, we'll do one method. No, let me bring this one and bring this one in here. Take the next one and place it right there. Look at it. Then you braid it in. And that's everything about the extension. So you now continue and start braiding. All you're going to do, just make sure that your extensions are just covering your natural hair, tucking it in, then you continue to braid. So this is one of the methods of how you can add your knotless. So I have a video where I did 4 of the methods. 4. That 4 is that the last one is using 2 methods in one. Then other one is using each method. Do you understand? So now I'm going to show you how we achieve this one. Let me just braid it to where the head is finished and I'll stop so we'll have more time to be able to do what we are doing. So now this is it. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. This is what we do here. Teaching you, look at it. Look at the difference. You're starting the hair with your natural hair. Can you see it? Start adding up the extension. This is your braids. Start the braid from the roots. This is the knotless. Knotless is, it doesn't have any knot underneath because you're starting with your normal hair. Thank you so much, Ferocious. God bless you for that. So now this is the 5 techniques I've shown online now. So we are going to go into which one I'm going to repeat now. I'll go ahead and repeat them. How will you know the next parts to add extension? The next parts to add extension. Yeah, we're adding up extension. Look at it now. How would I know the next part? Because I've splitted my extension into 6. It depends on you. Lucy said how would you know the next part to add the extension? I've just shown you the method of you adding extension. This is just one of the, yes. So now let me go ahead now and see put this training on hair mannequin. Okay, so how would you know the next part to add extension? This is the 5 method. Which of the method do you want me to? I didn't know public hair grew on top like that. I don't know what he's saying. They look good so far. Okay, thank you, Ariel J. Kutil. Thank you so much for joining. So now we have the 5 method to install that I've done here now. Which of the method do you want me to repeat? Please go ahead and put it on the comment section. Then let's go ahead and repeat it. Before we finish for today, I'm going to show you how you can do your 3 braids. 3 braids. Yes, I'm going to show you how you can do that before we go. So now tell me on the comment section, please, which of the methods do you want me to repeat? The first one we did was the rubber band method, which is friendly beginners method of how to add your extension to braid. Then the next one we did here was the wrapping round method. How are you so quick? Okay, so now this one. So the third one we did was the 2-strand method, which is this one. The fourth one we did is the natural and traditional method of adding extension, holding your extensions on one hand, this one. Then this is the knotless braid. So which of the method do you want me to repeat? I'm waiting. Keep going. You're doing good. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead. I'm waiting on the comment section. Tell me which one to repeat. Then I'll go ahead and repeat it. Then we can go ahead and start doing that. But if you think it's clear enough, but I'm going to, if it's clear enough, that is absolutely okay. But I'm going to answer Lucy. Lucy said, how would you know which one to add the extension? So I'm going to repeat this one for Lucy again, just to show her where I've added the extensions. Then if there's any other question coming up, let me know. But apart from that, I'm going to show you how we do this 3 braid. Then it's going to be our class for today. So now let me go ahead and repeat one more of this knotless. Then I'll show Lucy. Lucy was asking, how would you know the parts to add your extension? I've already told you, because now this method, we have different method of adding extension. Butterfly braids. So now we're not doing butterfly braid today. So now, how would you know the extensions? Let me spray this hair a little bit so that it's going to just stay a bit matte. It's too slippery. Okay, the extension. When you get your extension, Lissy, this is what I'm going to be showing you. When you get the extension, this is the extension we're going to be working with, right? Then you can decide to split your extension into 5, into 6, into 7. It's up to you. But I did decide to split this extension into 6 for doing this method. There are 4 methods, but I'm only teaching 1 method today. When we come to class the next time, please, the rubber band. Okay, no problem. Oh yeah, come be Eniola. I'm going to do that rubber band. Can you repeat? Okay, yes, don't worry. So let's do this one. I'm going to answer Lucy first, then we'll do the rubber band method. The rubber band method is so good for beginners. Very, very good method. So now I'm going to split. Lucy, you watch out what I'm doing. And her question is going to benefit other people as well. So what we are going to do now, this is the extension. When you're doing your knotless braid, you section it. I'll still bring the chair very closely to show us how to section the hair. If you have somebody that will help you in sectioning, that is fine. But if you don't have anyone helping you to section your hair when you're about to do your knotless, please grab your dining chair or any surface that you can put your, split your extension. So now, take the smaller part first. When you start with the smaller part, go ahead and start with the small sections. You do the next one, slightly a little bit bigger. Then do the next one. There are different methods, but I'm teaching one method here. So let me end it. Let me end this hair up with 6 strands or even 5. I can do 5. Let's do 5. I did 6 the other time. Let's do 5. So if it's 5, this is how the 5 way we are going to take it. So now let me put this chair aside. I'm going to be grabbing the extension one after the other. If you know you're following, you have not followed the live, go ahead and do that. But when we come live, you're going to get notification when I come up live. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So now we are going to repeat this knotless braid. Please, when you're watching and you see me doing hair, go ahead and watch my hands straight away from the camera. You're going to see what is going on. When you're trying it on your own, it's going to be easier for you because you just saw what I have done. But then if you find out that you don't have the time to try it now and you want to try it later, the videos are all there. You go according to the title. 4 easy ways to add your knotless braid is there. So now I'm going to session at this point. If you're doing your knotless braid, this is the point whereby you can add your products, shine and jam. When you add it, but always ask the person, because most people some products itch them. So find out first before adding it. But this is the time you're going to add it. So when you put it, you're going to split this hair. Split, I hope everybody's seeing my hands there. You split it into 3. Look at it. Split this, your natural hair. Because knotless braid, you start with your natural hair. You split it into 3. When you split it into 3, you do with this method, when you do the first braid like this, I'm going to flip my hands at this point. Look at it. I'm going to bring it to this point. See, when I bring it to this point, I'm going to start adding my extension. You see what I've just done? With this 3, let me show you what I've just done. See, when you braid it to that point, like you're flipping your hands, you're going to take one of the strands. Look at this strand. This is 1, 2, 3. Take this strand now. Look at my index finger. I'm holding my braids tonight with the natural hair. Take this strand, place it at the back like this. Look at it. Bring it back. Bring it back to your index finger. Then you now have 2 strands here. With that 2 strands you have here, you create that V shape here. Let me make sure that Lucy is watching how you can add up your extensions. You take the first small part of it, place it right here where you have the V shape. Then you do the first one. You go again, take that other one, put it at the back of your index finger, create another V shape there. Take the next extension. Take the next extension. Look at it. Place it right there. Please keep tapping. Please keep tapping. Thank you so much. So that they will not think we're idle online here. You put the next one. You see? When you put the next one, you take this other strand, put it at the back of your index finger. Look at it. Then create that V shape here. Bring the next extension. When you bring the next extension, put it right there. Look at it. This is the method of how you add extension into your hair. Can you see it? You create another V there. Take the next one until you install all the size of the extension. That is the reason why I said if you're trying to do it, make sure you have the extension that you want to take to know the size that you're going to be adding. Take the extension first, then you now split the extension. If you know you want a micro, you take the small micro extension, split it tiny. You see, I've added all the extension. Can you see that I've added all? Can everybody see that I've added all? Let me continue to braid. This method is so nice. And if you know how to do this method, you can as well know how to add up your extension. If you want to continue to make your braids to be long and you want to add your extension, this method will help you if you know how to do this method. Let me just braid it and finish it up where the hair is, and I'll show you the result of what we have done so far. So let me go ahead and do it quickly. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Here I'll show you different techniques of how you can get into braiding, but you learn them, but use only one method. Thank you so much, Kolek Ndondi. Thank you for joining. I'm late, so don't worry. You'll still catch up, man. This is it. This is the knotless braid. Can you see how seamless this hair look? You see it? The difference between the knotless braid and the braids that you start adding up extension. I hope Lucy has seen what we have done. He said nice. It's really nice. So you start with your natural hair. you start adding up. There are 4 methods I teach here, but we only do one each. Normally, I used to teach all of them together. It's a bit confusing. So if we're repeating this one method, let's learn it very well. The next time when we come, we'll do another method. We'll learn it very well so that by the time you just see the method, you know which of the methods we are doing. You see this one? So this is it now. So we are all here at this point now. We've done 5 methods. Let me repeat them again. Somebody said, repeat the rubber band method. I'm going to do that for you. We first of all did the rubber band method, which is this one. The next one was the wrapping round method to install your extension. The third one was the 2-strand method. The fourth one was adding extension, natural and traditional method, holding your extension on one hand, installing it. That's it. Grabbing it from the roots. Then this 5th one is the knotless braid. We've repeated it twice now. So natural, okay, that's fine. So now let's go ahead. I'll do the rubber band method for Mrs. Ade, is it Adeloke or something? So sorry about that if I didn't pronounce the name very well. She want me to repeat that. Thank you so much, Cutie Lucky, for joining. Basically, JJ, you're welcome. Treasure Island, everyone is welcome. You're all welcome. So now let's go ahead and do the rubber band method one for her. Then we'll do the natural and traditional method. If there's no other question, if we are clear with this knotless braid, it will be fine. I'll just repeat the 2 other methods we have to repeat. Then we can now go ahead and do the 3 braids before we finish our class for today. So now let me go ahead and do the rubber band method. I'll do it in front so that everybody can see it. This rubber band method is a friendly method. And this rubber band method is a method, yes, he said, well done, thank you so much. It's a method, yes, that is Oye Kombi, yes. Mrs. Oye Kombi Onyola want me to repeat it. I'm going to repeat it. This rubber band method, you can even start using this method to start braiding your kids' hair. Because it's painless. It's painless, yes. But then if you want to do other methods, go and get your training mannequin heads. Don't manipulate any hair on those kids' hair because it will be painful. So, but with this method, you see how I'm going to do it, that even as a beginner, you can be able to start with this one, start braiding hair immediately. Even you want to try it on your children, go ahead and get this rubber band. They are so tiny bits of rubber band, they sell in a pack. They have it in different colors, right? But I prefer to use the black. If you prefer to use the color, that's absolutely okay. There's nothing bad you using any of the colors, yeah? So now this is the hair. So what we are going to do with this method now, go ahead and get the extension we are going to be working with. Since we are using this size of extension for today, we're also going to use the same size of extension. Pinch the extension. Let me go ahead and take the extension. This is it. Add a little bit more to it. So in the process of this, if you're learning as a beginner, please, when you're starting braiding the hair, make sure that the size of extension you started with should be the size that you're going to finish all the braids. Yes, this extension, let it be the size. So you're going to grab this size, split it into ratio 2:1, meaning that you're sharing things into 3, give your left hand 2, give the right hand 1. So now at this point, I've done it this way. Let's see how equal it is. When you're doing your braids, this is how you're going to section your extension before you cross it. But at this point, because you're doing the beginner's method, we are not going to cross it. Take this tool and look at it. The one I have on my right hand is 2 times the one I have on my left hand. It's called the ratio 2:1 method. So now I'm going to take this one that is 2 times bigger, put it on one side. Then you take the smaller part, hold it, make sure they are on the same length before you start. When you put it on the same length, go ahead and get your tail comb the hair very well. This hair is not tangled. The other type, I prefer to use my other mannequin. I'll soon take the hair off. I like my other mannequin. Let me show you. This is the mannequin I normally use for training. It's full of hair. I never have time to lose it. I prefer to use this mannequin because the hair is so matte and so nice. It's not slippery like this. So I'm going to try and take it off because I need to be back to that mannequin. I feel more okay with it. So now I'm just going to comb this one. You split it into 2. This is the rubber band method. You go ahead and section the hair into 2. Look at it. Section. When you section the normal hair that you're going to be working in, section it into 2 again. So when you section it into 2, let me use the clip to hold it apart. When you section it into two, in the middle, you're going to get the smaller extension that you've just splitted into ratio 2:1. Take the smaller part of it. Take the smaller part. When you take that smaller part, take the middle, place it right there in the middle. Apart from we beginners using this to do, there's a lot of things you can do with this method. Yes, you can braid with it, you can twist with it. If you know how to do it, you know how to do it. That's it. So you just go ahead, split it into two, place the smaller extension in the middle, go ahead and get your rubber band. At this point, you can use one of the rubber band. For me, I don't use one online because the last time I did, it's going to snap. But if you find out that your own is more quality and one is working, please go ahead and use it. I double it here. So when I double it like this, I go ahead and take the half of the other hair, take this other half, close it together. So when you close it, then your extension is going to be in the middle. See my extension in the middle. Beginners friendly. If you're a beginner, you've not braided before, go and try this method quickly, fast, and you start braiding. Then from there, gradually start learning how to install the hair naturally. So you go ahead, take your rubber band, secure it. You can do this to your children. Yes, they will just sit down quietly, no shaking. The reason why they will not shake is that it's not painful. Look at it, it's not painful. You're not grabbing their hair from the roots. You're just using the rubber band to hold the hair. And the rubber band is not going to break their hair. If you're going to take their hair off, you lose the hair at the normal braid, the way you're losing the hair, take it off. When you come to the root of the hair, you just gradually snap the rubber band from here and take it. Don't pull it to your hair. Just take it out from the roots. Before you know it, the hair is just going to stay on its own. It's not going to break your hair. Very, very good. So the next step you're going to do after securing this rubber band, go ahead and split this into two. Pull it on both sides. Not too tight, because the more you drag this hair, the more tighter it's going to be on the root. We don't want it to be too tight. Even for your children, if you don't make it too tight. Even for the babies, don't make it too tight. You just do it in a way that secure it. Then you don't bring this hair down. At this point, the hair is already ready for. Let me close the door. The kids are just trying to make noise here now. I don't know why. So at this point, you're going to grab the other extension that is 2 times bigger. This is this. So now, let me show you that you can start braiding even from today. Let me show you as a beginner that you can start braiding even from today. So you go ahead. This is my hands, thumb and index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little and pinky finger. You go ahead, take your thumb and index finger, go ahead and hold onto this hair. Look at it with your left hand. Hold it with your left hand. Good evening, ma. Good evening, Fabuchi. How are you? So thank you so much for joining. When you hold it with your left hand, what are you going to do at this point? Take the middle of this hair, place it right there. Hold it, secure it with your thumb and index. This is my thumb and then my index finger. So with this point, if you're a right-handed person, start with this one and start braiding. Go underneath. If you're left-handed, start with this left hand. Because I'm a right-handed person at this point, I'm going to go ahead, secure the hair, take it from my right hand. From my right hand, I'll bring it in. See, you can still learn how to braid like this. Bring it in. When you bring it in, you take this one in the middle, push it to your right, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Go ahead and take this one on the right hand, bring it to the left. Everybody can do this method. Everybody can do this method. You think even if the hair is slippery, the hair is in fact, you can all use this method to start braiding. Can you see it? You just go ahead. But with this method, the natural hair tends to be on one strand. Because as a new beginner, I don't want you at this point to start splitting. When you try this method one second time and you're happy with it, your hands is okay with it, you can now start splitting your natural hair. But I'm not going to split it. What I'm going to do now, for it to be more friendly beginners, use your extension and cover the natural hair. Start braiding. Go ahead and start braiding. When you do this like 2 times and you're happy with it, you can start splitting your natural hair into other extensions. Then you go ahead and braid the hair. My dear, when you do this 2-3 times, finish fully braided on the hair, you find out that you're getting mastered to your braids, even as a beginner, because you need to work on your speed. you need to work on your braids. And the techniques of how I teach here online, because you've already sectioned your extensions and they are equal, you will not have problem for your hair to be even. It will be even. Yes, it will be even. Thank you so much. So now let's go ahead and finish braiding. It will be even. Very, very simple method of adding extensions to the hair. For the beginners, they are happy with this method because for everyone, we can use this method. Even there are some styles you can do, a lot of styles that you use this method to do. Yes, a lot. So, but if you know how to do it already, you've already known how to do it. Look at how secure it is. Nobody would ever believe that it's a beginner that have just braided this hair. Nobody. So go ahead, if you're just a beginner and you want to get into braiding, please go ahead and start using this method. Get used to sectioning, get used to how you're doing your braids and everything. Then later on, because we teach you how to do the natural and traditional method of how to secure the hair from the root, we do it here. So I'm going to do the natural and traditional method. This is, let's say this is for the beginners. Friendly, number one. Look at it, it's very nice. Sometimes you even find out that the braids with this one is even finer than other ones that you secure because you're not even seeing the natural hair at all. Can you see it? Compare it now. Let's see. Look at the rubber band method. You're not even seeing any of the natural hair, but other ones, because we're braiding it from the roots, you're seeing your natural hair before you start using your extension to tuck it in. What are the wrapping round braids? Yes, we've done that. We've done that as well. Okay, let me do the natural method, then I'll do the wrapping round. Okay, let's do the wrapping round method next. You can still get used to the wrapping round method. That one is another simple method. When I do this one is the rubber band method. I love that. Okay, that's fine. So let's do the wrapping round method. This wrapping round method is what, if you watch most of the people doing hair, most professional, this is what they use to do. But for me, before I start teaching, I will do the third one I'm going to do. That's what I use. The natural, the one that you just hold your extension on one hand, secure it from the roots. That's what I use from time before I'll start teaching online. So now let's go ahead and do the wrapping round method with this one. So if you're just joining and you've not followed the account, go ahead and do that because you're going to, we used to come up online 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. and the 5 p.m. in the evening to 7 p.m. Next week is going to be off for the kids. I think I'm going to come fully on that week because I'm not going to be dropping the kids. I'm not going to be, okay, yeah, she liked the color. I know, if I know this is your color. This color with the brown color is super. This color you're seeing, and you add the other brown color to it, that's my color as well. Super. So now let's go ahead and do the wrapping round method. This color and this color. Let me show you that color. You can join these colors together, my dear. That hair will be so nice. There's one hair I did to myself one time. Okay, like these two colors. Look at these two colors. This brown and this gold. When you add these two colors together, go and try them on your hair. These two colors you're seeing, these two colors. Beautiful colors. Let me see what is written on them, whether I will know the color. I can tell you based on expression. Did they write anything on this one? Let me see if anything is written on it. Okay, yeah. This brown one is called 33. Look at it. I don't know what is called in every other extension, but this one is called 33. Look at it. 33. This is the brown one. Then the other one I think is 27. Let me see if I can find it before we continue. These are all the things we learn here. Normal, let me see. I think it's 27. If I can't find it, but you just go and think, I think it's 27. The pack is not here. This brown one is 33, and this color is 27. It's 27. Go check it. When you add these two colors together, here, this color is nice. They are really nice. So now let's go ahead and do the wrapping round method. We are still having a tree braid I'm going to show us tonight before we finish the class. Let's be quick. So that like this one, I'm going to do the wrapping round method one. Then I'll do the natural and traditional method. The method I use myself. I'll show you the last one. Then we'll start doing the tree braid methods. For those of us that want to learn how to do this tree braid, I'll show you even with crochet pin. Then we'll quickly do it. So that will be the style of the day for today. Because normally when we come online, we learn, then we still learn other things like our style of the days. That's what I do. So now we are going to section this hair into ratio 2:1. Let me brush it. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. So now I'm going to split this hair into ratio 2:1. So when we split this hair, meaning that anytime you're doing your braids, it's only twist that you can do in half. When you're doing your twist, you split your hair in half. But when you're doing your braids, it's going to be the one you have on your left hand should be 2 times the one of this one. Yeah? This one should be the small part and the other one should be the bigger part. Then you now cross it. The reason why we do that is now that I'm crossing it, when you join the two smaller ones together, you're going to see that it's going to equate the 3 strands, because we need 3 strands to do our braids. We need the 3 strands to do the braids. 1, 2, 3. You take the 2 smaller parts, join them together. It will not equate you to the one of the bigger parts you cross. Look at it. So now, if you can do your braids like this is first one that your braids is going to look even. One side is not going to outweigh the other side, because if this one is too small, when you're braiding, it's going to outweigh each other. No, but when it's equal, it will make it even in the first. Yeah. So now let's go ahead. Look at the way I'm holding this extension. I'm going to be grabbing this head of section. You guys will just pardon me. I'm not used to using this mannequin, but I'll try and use it. When I'm using the other mannequin, I'm going to put that on. Okay, now this is it. Then you now go ahead, grab this hair, take this extension, be watching my hands, place it this way. You hold on to it. You know, like when you're plaiting thread, you take the 2 smaller parts, go ahead and do this. You plait it. This is the first one. Don't go more than 2 times even, because if not, the hair will be too tight. We don't want the hair to be too tight. Now, with these 2 now, open your hand like this. Place what me I do, I just place it there. Then you now see, when you're holding it, placing it in between your hand, make sure it's firm. Don't let it loose. Then you now section this hair and the extension into 2. Start braiding. This method is simple though, very, very simple. Even beginners, if they try it, they can know this method. You see, you start braiding immediately. You see it? Do you see how simple this wrapping round method is? Most people, that is what they use in learning how to do hair. And they already know how to use this method. Even professionals that you can see online, that's what they do. And it works for them. And they use it. So you now go ahead and start braiding. At this point, because now I want to take this one, because it's a natural and traditional method. I want to make sure I split this hair. You see, at this point, take some of the extension and give it. Then you continue. Use your extension to cover your natural hair. You continue to braid. Continue to braid. Can we see it? Then you continue to braid. So when you know a techniques of how you can install your braid, the next thing you have to do is that you have to master your braid, how to braid. You see, some people don't even know how to do this. You have to master this method of, when you start at first, you're not going to be fast, right? Just be doing it gently like this until you get it. You do the first one, you did the second one, it's going gradually. Then at one point, you start increasing your speed. You see the way I'm doing it now? I'm not even looking at it, but I'm braiding. So gradually, the more you practice, the better you become on the braids. That is how it works. The more you practice, the first braid, that is the reason why when I did the rubber band method, most people they ignore it. But later you will understand it. If you're a beginner, you've not braided before, use that method. All you're going to do, it will help you secure the hair to the root. You start braiding gradually, getting used to your braid, getting used to your speed. Before you know it, now this is the wrapping round method. Look at the wrapping round method. You see how clean that one is as well? It's secured. The first one we did was the rubber band. See the 2. Nobody will even know you used the rubber band. Can you see it? This one is the wrapping round method. This one is the rubber band method. You see the 2 of them? So when as a beginner you do this one as a rubber band method, with anybody even know you have rubber band, then you are mastering the skill of your braiding. Most people are so discouraged because installing the roots of the hair, they just say, me, I'm tired of this. So because of those people, that is why I'm here for you. Start with the methods that is okay for you. We are doing 5 good methods now. Start it, learn it, the one that is getting into your hand at first. Keep using that one method and keep braiding. Master your speed and everything. For those of us that want to go into business of this, keep practicing. Before you know it, get your mannequin training head, fully braid your mannequin training head like this. If you want to get into business with it, buy a mannequin training head, fully braid this hair like this. Braid it fully like this, and you're happy with your braids. Start getting your clients. Do you understand? Before you finish braiding this hair, you will know that by that time you'll be a professor. They'll call you a professor for braids, because you've already started doing this bit by bit by bit. Before you know it, you'll get there. So now that's the other method. So I'm going to show you the last method. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. I really appreciate it. Yes. So really appreciate everyone coming out tonight. This is braiding. Here we do braiding. It's a free class whereby you come, ask me question. When you even put it on the comment section, most people, they will know what to answer you. They will tell you. But the ones I can repeat it, I'll keep repeating it for a better understanding. Normally, we do 9 methods every time. I was thinking, I said, this 9 is too much. If a beginner is here now, I'll be missing you. Oh, yes, sorry. Last week, it was really appointment. You know, sometimes you see all the appointments going like this. The time is clashing with my online. So I have to attend the appointments for the house. But next week, the kids are off on holiday. Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, we'll be here all the time. So be prepared. Next week, the kids are off school. Now I'm off school from college next week. So now we'll have it for the whole week. Get your mannequin training head. Any style you want to start learning, we'll do it for this next week. I'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Saturday. Before you know it, you're good to go. So now let's go ahead and do this one. Let's do the last one. Then I'll show you how you can do your tree braids. In case you want to do your tree braid, you can use a coily hair to do it or any style. So go ahead. If you have not followed the account, please go ahead and follow the account. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the account. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Share the videos. Watch the videos to do your practicals. Now we are doing what time, please? Okay, the times are 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. Then in the evenings, it's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. 5 p.m. UK time. Just type UK time, compare it to your time to give you what the time in your location is. So now let me mat this hair a bit. So this one, this mannequin training hair is the one showing on there. When I come to this one, I'm going to flip it to this other one. So now let's do the other last hair now. This braid, this extension is small. So let's go ahead. I'm going to add up this. If you're joining for the first time, you're very, very welcome. If you have any question, please go ahead and put the question on the comment section. The ones you think I've not answered or anything related to braids that you want me to teach, put it on the comment section. Next class, I'm going to come here and show you how it's done. Yes. So let's split this hair into ratio 2:1 now. When we split it into ratio 2:1, this last one I'm doing the natural and traditional method, holding your extension on one hand. So when we do this, we move straight into the braids, the tree braids. So now I'm going to cross it. Take the smaller part. Most people, they ask you, how do you cross these extensions? Take the smaller part on your right hand, place it on top of the bigger parts. Then you can go ahead and now cross it. Can you see what I've done? It's now going to look this way. Can you see? Yes, it's now going to look this way. So now let's go ahead and install it. If I'm going to install this hair now, it's very simple, like me holding this. You can learn this. Anyone, maybe from next week that we are off school, get your extension. If you want to learn how to do this on your hand, get extension ready. You come on the box, they will practice it together. If you know you're finding it very difficult to do this one, please go ahead, get extension next week. Come on the bus. When it's time for us to come on the bus, bring your extension. Then I'm demonstrating it, you're demonstrating your own. I want to make sure that everybody knows how to hold this. So it's very, very simple. But let me explain before I install it. So this is the braid. You've already crossed the braid. It's making it 3-strand. Can you do it again? Yes, I'm going to do it again. Yes. So now we are having the 3-strand. What you're going to do, this is my right hand, because when you're seeing on the camera, I used to say this is my right hand because when you're watching me from the camera, it might be showing you left, but this is my right. Use your right hand. Hold this one, thumb and index finger. Hold on to this. Use your left hand, thumb, index finger, hold the other strand. This is the last strand. This is my 3 fingers. Use that one, place it there, hold it like this. So when you hold it, don't make it wobble, because if you wobble it, you're not going to get it. Make it firm. Now I'm holding it, I'm making it firm. Take your middle finger, this is my middle finger, place it there. Then you just gradually turn this your hand. Turn the right hand. Then when you're turning your right hand, bring your index finger right in the middle of that. Look at it. When you bring it, look at it. The first hair that is placed on top of your index finger will be the first hair that you're going to grab when you're installing this hair. Look at it. Maybe I should install it this way. Okay, let me install it this way. Be watching my hands. Look at it. Now I'm holding it. See, when I'm holding the extension, open. Now I'm still holding this extension on my hand. Open your thumb and index finger a little bit. Grab, secure it like that. Hold that hair. Look at it. Then you now use your left hand. Release your left hand. Section this hair. Take it. Look at it. You take that one. Take this one. See this one now. Grab it. Bring it close. When you bring it close, take your index finger at that point. I hope everybody's seeing it. Put it in between the natural hair there and the expression that is already 2 there. You section it, differentiate it into 2. Release your right hand. So now this is the time. Look at it. This is the time you have to secure this hair. This is where most people have problem. The root. You're going to hold the root like this. Now go ahead, secure, pin it, press it down. Look at it. You press it down, grab the hair, secure it to the root. You see the way I'm securing it? You secure it, braid it like 2 or 3 times. That should be enough now. That should be enough. Most people, what they do, they braid upwards. They keep braiding upwards like this. If you're the type and it's working for you, please go ahead and do that. But if it's not working for you and it's making you slow into braiding, this is the time you're going to flip your hands. You go ahead and flip this hair. Turn it. You see the way I'm turning it? You turn it. Then when you turn it, you bring it to the position whereby this mannequin training head is taller than. You bring it to the position whereby you can now start braiding down, not upwards. Can everybody see it? You can now start braiding it like down like this, not upwards. Look at it. But when you're braiding down, make sure that you tuck in. Tucking in is like using your extension to cover your natural hair. You just do that. When you position it very well, when you're braiding, it's already positioned. Look at it. When you're braiding, it's going to be bringing you that part whereby the extension is. When you're taking it, it's going to be bringing you that part. You see that your extension from the beginning is even. First thing, as a beginner, your extensions already is even. You see the braid already. You've passed that test already. Then now you start tucking it in, braid your hair. The more you're braiding it, it's going to be giving you even extension because you've already prepared your extensions very well. You keep braiding until you finish the braids. So the more you practice, the better you become. The more you practice, the better you become and the faster you are. Because most people, do you know how much they get by learning only to do braids? Most people are specialized in only braids. And because braids takes more time to do, you know how much people charge. They charge a lot to get this braid done. So if you can learn this very well, if you're the type that don't want to bring in clients to yourself or go to people's home as a freelancer, you can as well do wigs. You can get wigs. You can start braiding hair, put beads underneath for the children, start selling them online, make money for yourself. All those things, it's people that does them. When they do it, they put it online. Or they just indicate to people that I sell this, so in case you want to buy, they'll make it like pony. I'm still going to take you on all that. When we have time next week, I'll show you how to do with the bubbles. I'll show you how to do the pony braids. When you pack your kids' hair, you just go ahead and pony it on it. For those that have children, before you know it, you just pony it on it. People will think that you just braided the hair. That is it. Pack the hair or put that one there. You learn it because you learn how to do braid before you start doing all that. Very, very important. So what we do online here is showing you how to install the braids, the techniques of how you can get your braids done. Yes. So, and it works, because if you follow that technique, it really works. It really works. Now you get your braids. When you know the measurement ratio 2:1, it makes your braid in the first place even. You know how to. Yes, I need to learn that. That is fine, no problem. Next week, I'm coming out to show you how to do that. I'll do a video first. In the process of doing that video, the day I'm going to teach it, I'll send the video in. For those of us that didn't catch it, we'll now go ahead and watch it from the videos. We'll keep doing it like that. Like the last time we met, I did a snake braid. I've made a video on it. I'm going to post that video tomorrow, first thing tomorrow morning. For those of us that want to learn that braids, I've done a video today. I'll send it. So now this is how we get our braid installed. You know, my only advice is that if you're watching me doing this braid and you're not practicing, it's not a good method. Yes, well done. Alice Brown say good, well done. Thank you so much. Treasure Island say hi. Thank you so much. Yes. So now we are going to move this aside. If you have missed anything today, we'll just get ready. When we meet in our next class, get yourself ready. When you follow the account, you're going to get a notification definitely that Grace is live. So we've done this. Do we want any of it repeated today, or when we come to the next class, because we'll have time to do the 3 braids? Or which one do you prefer? Do you want me to repeat more, or we do the 3 braids for those of us that want to learn how to do this? Please put it on the comment section. Do we do the style of the day, or do we keep repeating braids? Because we are still going to do it in the next class. But what I do is I show us how to do things like this. Let me go ahead and show us how you can achieve this, the 3 braids. Yes. Look at the 3 braids. The 3 braids is like when you're doing, there are 3 ways to do this. Either you do pick and drop, style of the day, yeah, style of the day, yeah. Either you do pick and drop. Pick and drop is when you pick up the extension, like pick and drop. Let me change this mannequin hair to the short one. You see this one, this mannequin training hair that I just changed there is this short one. This one looks more natural. I have a lot of them here, but my best is this one to teach braid. This one, I prefer this one to teach braid. The same you just done, please. This one, I'm showing you how to do this one. I'm showing you how to do this one, but I'm trying to explain to you the different method of how to do things like this. Either you do a pick and drop. Pick and drop is when you pick the hair like you're braiding it. You stop where your hair is, you knot it, and leave the other ones. That's pick and drop. Then these 3 braids, you can as well cornrow your hair and use a crochet pin and install it. That's with the crochet pin. But with this 3 braid, for those people that cannot do the pick and drop and their hair is long, or whether your hair is long or not, you can go ahead and try this method. You can buy a coily hair to do this. The more you drop all these parts and braid it down, the coily hair, everything will not be full on your hair. They will think you fix wave on. When you start leaving this hair out, braid it all through your hair. When you take this one and brush it out, they will not know you fixed the hair underneath. All they will be seeing is just the beginning of the hair. So let's go ahead and do it, and I'll show you how to section this hair. Then we'll start doing one. So this one, now if you're doing a 3 braids, for me, when you're starting, it depends on what you're going to do. You section the hair in half, like you section the hair in half. When you section the hair in half, when you're doing the right hand, look at my right hand here. When you're doing the right hand, this one tends to fall by this side. When you're doing for the left, this hair tends to fall by this side, because you're not going to allow everything to fall on one side. No. This side will fall on this side will fall on that. By the time you put everything all back, they will fall in place. Most people will just use only one-sided. No, you don't do one-sided. You have it in two. This side is coming on this side of the hair, then the other side is coming. Let's practicalize it and I'll show you what I mean. Look at this one now. This one we just did now came on this side. So the next one I'm going to do, I'll let it come on this, fall on this side. I'll do two examples today. So you're going to part your hair. Let's part the hair. You're going to take it long like this. Part the hair. So this will serve as the style of the day for us. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Very, very welcome. So when you're doing these three braids, the way you section your hair, when you're doing knotless, that's how you're going to section your three braids. That's the hair now. I'm going to grab the chair now. Let's section the hair we're going to use. This is hair. I will need about, if you want it very close to each other, you need to do that until you finish braiding the hair. But let's go ahead and I'll show you. You section your hair like this. If you have a rack, this is when your rack is going to be working. If you're watching me on TikTok, if you click on that hair mannequin, when you go on it, you see the rack. Maybe I should just even put the rack now for those of us that want to view it. This one, that's it. So all you need is a rack like this. You put it there. This hair is expression, but you can use a coily hair to do this hair. And there's one hair they call Lizzie, is it Lizzie braids or something like that. It's very coily and wavy. That's another hair you can use for this style. If you know how to do it, you know how to do it. So the extension doesn't really matter. You just go and choose which of the extensions you want to do. But the main important thing is to know how to install it. You're going to section all this hair. Let me go ahead and section them. I'll be picking them one after the other. Okay, now let's wait. If I finish this and we still need more, I'll go. Let me hang it here. Okay, now look at it. You will need a lot. You might have somebody that is helping you, or you just get your rack. If you have a rack, you can put them down before you start doing it for either a client that you're doing it for. Let's go ahead now. Watch what I'm going to do. You section the hair you're going to be working with. You get your comb and comb it. This is three braids. It's called three braids. They've been doing this hair for a long time, even when I was a child. Baby. So now the hair comes out in trends. So now it's trending again. It's trending again. The reason why it's trending again is that people will just use coily hair and just do it and comb it off. And it makes your hair grow because your hair is braided underneath. So now you section this hair. You start with a tiny one. Let me use this tiny one as if you're starting your Ghana braids. You do that. Then we'll go ahead and start the braid from the beginning. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. I'm going to input this one. You see, all these methods, with the knotless braid I've taught you all this method. It's just that when you're quick to knowing it, you're quick to get it. So now this is it. Take this one now. Look at my hand. The three braid. I've braided this like 2 or 3 and I stop. Take this one in the middle like this. Place it this way. When you place it this way, you put this handle, place it in between your thumb and index finger. Look at it. I've taken it there. Then you release this one. Look at this handle. Release it. You braid in. That one is standing there. This is the one that will stand in this part. You get the next one. Watch my hand straight away. Look at it. Take it. Make sure it's standing in the middle. If you're watching me, we're doing 3 braids. You put it there. See, when you put it there, take this one, this handle, place it in between your thumb and index finger. Release the other one. Braid it in. Can you see? We have 2 strands now. Where is it? Where is that other one? Yeah, we have 2 strands now. Can you see it? 2 strands are falling. Take the next one. Look at my hands here. Look at my hand. This one. You release that one. You release it. Then you braid this one in. Can everybody see what I'm doing? You take the next one. That's how it works. So take it. And it depends on how full you want it. If you want it very, very full, you make it close to each other. Take it. Look at it. Place it there. Hold it. You're releasing this one. You braid in. You release that other hand. When it comes to one point, you can still release this hair. Look at it. If I'm having too much hair, then I release it. I don't even want it to be complicated. I have to go, but I'll see you next week. Oh, that's fine. Thank you so much, Shimen business. Don't worry. Next week, I'll try and send a video on this so that we can be able to get it. You bring it. If you want to do more, just take this one aside. Then keep braiding. You pick up the next one. I'm going to release most of those ones that are in here. Then you end up with, look at it. Look at it. Place it there. Place this one handle in thumb and index finger. Release that one. Then you braid it in. Can everybody see it? Then let's go with the next one. Let's go with the next one. See the next one. Take it like this. Let's move back. Place it like this. Use your thumb and index finger now. Put it here. Put it in between there. I'm holding it. I'm holding it now. Then I'll release this one. The other one. Look at where I released it. Then I'll braid in. Can you see? Then I'll braid in. When it comes to a point now, I want to release all these ones that are here. I will just bring some of them down. I don't want to take too much hair. You bring this one down too. You go ahead and take the top one. See? You can either do it straight without dropping those ones, but I just take it out. I don't want excess extension. I'm still going to drop out all those extensions. But let's keep going. You take this one, place it there, in between your thumb and index finger, grab it, then you release this one. It comes here, then you braid in. Then while you're braiding, you're grabbing your natural hair. I'll take another one. Did you see it? Can everybody see what I'm doing? Then you keep going. So at this point, let me release some of this hair. Let me release some of the extension I'm holding here. I'm going to bring some out. Let me release some of the extension by bringing it out. Yes, I release some of the extension. You grab the next one. Yes, okay. When you're holding it, hold it in the middle. Look at it. Make sure the extensions are equal. You are the best. He said you are the best wife. Who is this one? Thank you so much. Put it there. So when you put it there, grab that one there. Look at it. You're holding it. Then you go ahead and take this one out. You go ahead and start braiding in. So this is called 3 braids. Even if your hair is long and you want to do this hair, it's very beautiful when you're doing it. If it's a coily hair, you're adding this hair to. That's how you're going to braid all this hair through. Then you can now brush this out. If you have human hair, you can do it with human hair. If not, you can still do it with expression. Then you go ahead, place the next one. Look at it. See the way I'm placing it. See my hand here, thumb and index finger. Put that one there. When you put it there, you release this one. It will come here. Then you go ahead and braid until you finish this hair. Now, This, I'm still having more extensions here. Look at it. I don't want to go ahead and start gathering my extension. When it comes to one point, I release some of the extension. Release it. When you release it on top, you go ahead and take the other top and braid it down. Can you see it? You braid it down. Let me release most of the extension here. Let me release some. Look at it. Release it. Bring it out. You keep braiding. When you know you're short of the extension, look at this one. Then you can add more. Take this one. See it. Place it there. See, in the middle. Put it under your thumb and index finger. Use your hand to grab it. Release this one. It will come here. Then you braid in. So now that I've braided in, I want to release some of this extension. Look at it. Release some of the extension. I don't really need too much. Bring it out. See, bring it out, because the hair is going to cover all these things. But be mindful of your natural hair. Be mindful of your natural hair. You take it in. Now my extension, I've run out of extension. Let me quickly do more. I'll just leave it this way. Let's do more of the extension. You see that you keep adding until you finish it. Let me do more of the extension. This is the reason why you need a rack. You see the rack, I've put it there. Just go ahead, section more. Let's do this one. When we finish it, then we can now start asking questions. Then I will send a comprehensive video. Make sure that the video is close to my hands. You can see it, and I will speak on the video as well. I'll speak on the video to explain. So that by the time you watch it, you'll be using it to do your own. Before you know it, you know how to do your 3 braids. Very, very simple. See, you can use the coily hair for this hair. You know that. You can use the coily hair for this hair. Let's go ahead. If you have not followed, please go ahead and follow. If you have not subscribed, please share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for your love, cooperations. Let's bring some of this hair out. Look at it. See, the ones that you've already inputted, you don't need too much to be going back. Just bring them out. Then you braid one. Then we get another extension now. I'm adding up now. Can you see it? I'm adding more. Hey, you see the reason why I don't even teach braid online. I have to be bending. So now look at it. Put it there. Cornrows. You bring that one out. Don't grab that one. You bring this one this way. Take it in the middle. Look at it. I'm holding it in the middle. You place it. I'm going to bring this hair down. Let me bring this mannequin down so that we can be able to see it more to the back. Yes. I hope we can see. Let's bring this one down a bit. Bring this one down. Bring this one down. Yeah. So that we can be able to see it to the back. The same thing you do continuously until you finish it. Look at it. Take it in the middle like that. Place it right there. See. Go here. Put it there. Don't release that one. That one will come this side. Then you braid down. When you know that you have too much hair, you can take from these extensions, bring it down. Then you braid your normal hair in. Can you see it? Let me release the extensions. I don't need all these ones. Let's bring it out. You see? That's how you're going to do this until you finish. Let's try. How am I going to turn the back now? Oh, let's do the side. You see the reason why I don't teach cornrow online. That's what you're seeing. I don't know if you're seeing the camera enough. Are you seeing it? But this one, wait. You place it there. Don't take that one. Bring this one to this side. Then you braid in until you finish your cornrows. Then I'll show you the result of this. Let me just be fast because I've shown you the techniques of how you can do that. You release your hand there. When you find out that the hair is a lot. No, I've taken that one in. I don't need to take this one in. Bring it out. Sometimes you just go ahead and bring some of the extension out. The ones that you've braided, you don't need it. Put it out. So this one, bring it to the back. Let's look at it. You release that one. Until you finish covering. Lots of extension use. Yes. It's good because when if you don't want it too full, you give like 2 gaps, but it's good for it to be full. When everything comes together, I've almost finished the braiding. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll see the results. I've almost finished. So there are 2 things I've taught you here now. While you're doing it, while you're adding up hair, you release one strand, bring the other strand in. When you notice that the strand is a lot from here, look at this one I'm braiding. Now I can release one of this strand. This one is only one. Let's put another one. Let's put another one. See, put another one this way. Okay, no, wait. Like that. See this one? You're going to release that one. Braid down. Keep going. This one, I'm going to release this one. I'm going to take it from this braid. Take this one. I release it. Then I'll keep braiding. I'll put the last one. Let's put this last one I have. I'm not going to put another braid. Look at it. Put the hand there. This other one, bring it to this side. Bring it to this side. Then you keep braiding until you finish the last part of your braids. Then you can now start releasing the extensions. Release the extensions. Look at this in the braids. You will end up now, after releasing all, it's only your hair, the small extension that you're seeing. Look at it. Release it. I'm going to release this one. Then you keep braiding. Let me release this one. Release this one. Then I'll keep braiding the hair until it's finished. I'm not going to add another one. You can keep adding until if you have it to the tail so that you have enough at the back, but we're not going to add more. Let me end up with. Let me use this one to end it up. Yeah, it is not showing. Okay, don't worry. Wow, so lovely. Okay, see it. See it to the back. See it to the back. See it to the back. See what we have done so far. See it. We started from here. Start adding up. Look at it. Can everybody see it? You have your cornrows. You have always be. You see, you have your cornrows underneath. This hair is when you do everything on it like this and you put it out. You think it's fist wave, or you can now roll this out. Use the bending rollers. Look at it. So now the only thing is that now I've shown you how to do this part. When we come to class, I'm going to continue this strip braid in the sense that I'm going to show you the other one that will fall onto the side, because this one is falling to your right hand. You're not going to let everything fall to your right hand. No, you're going to let some fall to your left hand. So I'm going to show you how the ones that will fall to the left hand, where the handle of the extension is coming from. So we're going to do that next time when we come to the class. So we've done this one. This strip braid is the same method of doing the strip braid, but this part falls to this side. Then the other part, you split the hair into two. The other part falls to your left hand. So where you're going to release that hair, you're not going to be doing one same part. I'm going to show you that. We're not going to do it today. I'm going to do, when we do our training, the next class, then I'll now do another strip braid. That strip braid I'm going to do, that handle will fall on this side. So that by the time you section this hair into two, you're doing your braid. The ones that are falling on this side will fall in case you want to part the hair to this side. That just will be difficult. Oh no, it won't be difficult. It won't be difficult. So that is why I want to show you the two parts. It won't be difficult. So with this one, everything falls there. Then later on, you can now brush this hair backwards. You comb everything out. They will think if it's a coily hair, you have your weave underneath, the hair will be coily. If you want to coil this one as well, this is the time you now put it into bending rollers, call it. If you just don't want it, you just want to have it like a weave on, you just leave it, brush everything like backwards. This, can you imagine if we have done everything now, everything will look like this. If we fully do all this hair now, you see how everything will look like this. You won't know that you have cornrow underneath. So I will start bringing us up. If you have any question, let's go ahead and say. If you have not followed the account, please go ahead and follow the account. Let me accept 1,000 followers. This one says it should accept him. Maybe he has something to say. Yeah, come up now. Okay, let me send invitation to everyone that is coming. If you have any question, please ask me. Ask me. Let's answer the questions. Use 15 minutes because I'm going to put these children to bed. They are going to school tomorrow. At least tomorrow is the last day for the week off. Go and keep them to sleep. Then tomorrow we're back. Let me go ahead and bring. If I send invitation, collect it. Let's discuss for 15 minutes. Let's discuss. If you have any question, if you have anything to say, accept it. This is the time to interact. If you want to show me anything next week, if you want to learn anything you want to learn, like holding your extent, do you teach? Ma, my daughter wants to learn, please. Yes, it's a free lessons if she wants to be joining online, but if you want one-on-one, please send me a message, then we'll take it off from there. I can take her on one-on-one, but this one is a free lesson that I do online. Accept your, I have 3 more. Put the videos off. Put it off. Put it off. Put your speakers off. If you're ready to speak, then you can talk. Oh no, let me off it. Ken, please off. Put your speaker off. Then we'll take it one after the other. Let me sit down.
What is going on there? Who's playing football?
No, put the speaker off, please. Hey, Ken.
Good evening, Sister
Good evening,
Grace.
please. You go ahead, but I want us to put all our speakers off.
Thank you so much for this your lessons. I've really learned a lot.
Get it.
Really,
Ken, why not this thing? 1 minute, more minutes, man. Ken, off for the speaker of your own now. I'm trying to up the speaker from here. Yeah, let me enlarge my this thing. Go on, sis. Go on, please.
Yes, Sister Grace, I just wanted to ask how many braid can one do? How many cornrow can one do
on this hair?
This braid, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on you now. You just half it into 2. If you know you're going to do too much, maybe like if you're doing your full braid on your hair, it's going to take like 12. If it's not too big, 12. But you can do it like let's say 8 on this side and 8 on this side.
Okay.
That's 16, right? But if you don't want it too full, you can do 6 and 6. But most people want it tiny. They'll just do the tiny braid. They start picking the extensions tiny as well.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
They will start picking the extensions.
So much, sister. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've learned a lot. I've got 3 girls. So whenever any style that I see, I want to practice on their hair. Thank you so much.
Go ahead and practice. Yes. Go ahead and practice.
Thank you.
Yes. So this one is free braid. So with this one, there's a lot of style you can do with this. We are not complicated. We are just bringing it little by little, bit by bit. When we learn how to braid, we learn how to do some styles. You keep going. Before you know it, you're there already. I told you that hair braiding doesn't. But the most important thing is that when you learn how to braid, these free lessons that we're doing is very important. If you know it, it will lead you to a lot of places. What time, please? Tomorrow. Normally tomorrow I'm supposed to come in by 12 p.m. but then 2 p.m. But if I have an appointment, but I'm going to be here on Saturday 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Then next week will be full class. Next week. So just be prepared to see me on Saturday because tomorrow I have a GP appointment. Very important for me, yes. I have to go for my appointments. This week I really have appointment with the GP. So all the appointment books long time ago, they are just falling in this month. Yes, okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead then. See, so you continue. Collect. Have you finished? Yeah, okay. So now let's give her cheers for her contribution. It's important. So Oyeka, please go ahead and speak to us. Release your mic and you speak to us, please. If you know you want to come up, please send me a request, then we'll come up. Thank you. Let's use this time to discuss. You're welcome.
But this three braid,
yes.
I think it look like Ghana weaving. So
that is Ghana weaving, but then you have to drop it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay. But for we beginner that we didn't know how to do Ghana weaving, it's not easy like that.
Do you know the reason why we do style of the day? Most people they've outgrown that part of the beginner's lesson. Once in a while, I just bring in something that other people that have known how to brace and everything, they will still learn from it. You might just be seeing it, but be serious with the beginners class. Then very soon you will not come and join with this one, because a lot of people are watching. Most people now, some of them when they just see you doing only the beginners class, they just feel bored. They don't want to. But when they see you doing something they don't know, they pay attention. They learn.
Okay.
So that is the reason why I keep doing style of the day. Style of the day is that for those of us that knows how to do these braids and they want to like know other things, when they see this, it will motivate them to say, okay, I've not known this part, let me still put my eyes into it.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Do you understand? So that is why every time my main purpose of coming here is to show you how to install braid. I'll always do my class first before we start doing our style of the day for everybody to still learn. Most of the style of the day, if you're strong, you just go ahead, use your mannequin training hair. There's no harm in trying. Keep trying. The reason why you bought your mannequin training head is for you to practice. Do you see the reason why you need a mannequin training head? It's because of this purpose. Because anything that comes up, even the hair braiders, the hairstylists, they have this. Do you know the reason they have it? There are some styles that will just come out because you have the idea of hair. When you look at it, you know already what it is. If they tell you, I want to do this style, you just quickly look at it, practice it, one or two, you've already known how to do it because it's most hair. You put one thing together, that is the style. Okay, yes. You understand what I mean? Right. So if you have a training mannequin head, it's going to help you with doing a lot of things. You just go ahead and try it. I have it, okay, I have my extension. What's stopping me from trying this? Let me try it. When you do it the first time, you didn't get it, do it again. Before you know it, you just get it. It will get into your hands.
All right, thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's speak to Ruby. Ruby girl, go ahead and talk to us. Let's give her cheers for her contribution. Ruby Glow. Is it Ruby Glow? Ruby Glow, can you speak to us, please?
Yeah, good evening, Sister Grace.
Good evening, ma. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been following you for a while, but I've not actually paid attention because I'm very busy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but my daughter expressed interest in actually learning how to braid. She just wants to learn hair. She's only 13.
It's
so,
fine.
and you know, handwork for me, and handwork is the best. Yeah. There's nothing that beats you having a skill, you know. And so that was why I asked the question before, do you do like one-to-one class?
Yeah.
And I was just speaking to her while I was on mute, and she was like, yes, she's ready to jump on it. So I've sent you a message about the one-to-one class, but I don't know because I don't think we live in the same city. So I don't know. If
Where do you live?
I'm in Manchester.
Yeah, I'm in Manchester, so I live in New Moston.
Stop! You don't live far from me.
Okay, that's fine then. That is absolutely fine. She will gain more now because she will have to come to me. So don't worry. Send me that message. You get the number. She will.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Even with this holiday, we'll just talk. Maybe she might come in through this 1 week break. Let her learn something. I have girls as well that are. My first one is 15, and the other one is 14, and the other one is 13. You know, like that. So I have them. They too, they know how to do hair. They learn from here as well.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe they know each other. I don't know what's good.
I don't know. That's fine. It's not a problem. But if she wants to learn, it's good for her to learn. It's going to pay you at home, but she will be doing your hair as well. From there, you two, you're learning. You do each other.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yes. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll let her know.
So I'm going to send the WhatsApp number to you. Okay. When you send me that message, then from there we'll take it up. I wish you were in Sheffield. No, I'm not in Sheffield. Maybe I'll go and get a house in Sheffield.
No, don't steal her from me, please. No way.
Don't worry. Hey, Sheffield is not far. Don't worry. Very soon now we'll be coming to. I'll be traveling around. The time I'll be doing all these sections, I'll be coming to each cities gradually.
I'm so pleased now. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. So I'll be waiting for your message.
Yeah, you get it definitely. You will see when she starts. Even sometimes we'll just find out. Oh, do you want us to show you your work today? If she say yes, we'll come and show it. She will learn.
Oh, that would be so amazing. Yes. So this mannequin head.
Yes.
Because I just showed her when you popped it up before at the bottom. So I showed her. I think you kind of pinned it.
Yes, I did.
Showcase, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at this one now. If she wants to learn, let her get this one for her, please. This one that is 25 pounds something. I just pinned it down.
Yeah.
So this one, she can be able to use it to learn everything she wants to learn. Look at it. This one. Okay. It's not too long ago. Ahead.
Afro, isn't it?
Do you understand? This other one I've been pinning down. It's cheaper. It's 14 pounds. But for me, you see what I've been doing since now. I would rather. If you know you cannot afford it, go ahead. And this one is more expensive, but the seller reduced it to 14 pounds. The one I pinned down, but this one is 25 pounds something. Look at it. It's more of like, it comes like a coily hair, but then good night, everyone. I'll go to cooking now. Oh, that's fine. Mary, don't worry. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you so much for joining and God bless you. So just go ahead and click on it. Get this one for her. They will deliver it for you.
The one that you pinned is like Afro. The hair is like
yeah. That is how this one look. It's like Afro like this. Then you comb it out. It becomes straight. This one look the same as that one I bought until I start using it. The more you use it and comb it out, if I add water to this now, it's going to go coily. So, but the more you use it, it goes out straight. This one is Afro.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Does it come with a tripod, or I have to buy like
No, you have to get the stand. When you go into when you click on this shop, it will take you right inside the showcase. You can see the stand, everything is there. The stand is about £9 something. Let me see. Let me pin it down. Let me pin it down. But then if you click in that and get into the showcase,
your showcase, but I can't see the stand. I can see the 8 inches Afro kinking wig.
Yeah.
Training.
Yeah, go down. Just push it up. Keep looking.
Is that the hair braiding stand set?
No, let me 1 minute. Somebody's at the door. 1 minute, please.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think it's down.
Who is that? Pass to looking. Okay, pass to looking. Yeah. Hey, what's the time now? Pass by this time. No, it's mine. Oh, sorry. It's a parcel. This one is a late parcel. Okay, now let me go ahead.
You're working extra hard. It's Valentine's.
I know. People are working hard to deliver things. Let me see if I can add up this. Let me see if I can add this thing. A shop. Let me see if I can add it. Add more this thing. Add more product. Let me see the stand. If you go into the showcase, just go down. You see it. There's a lot of things there.
So when I click on this basket, this shop, it says shop, but only 6 items is in the shop.
No, it shouldn't be. Okay, because I only pinned down that. Okay, is that how they do it now? Okay, now let me show you the stand. Okay. Where is it now? Okay, this is the stand. They have 2 types here. This one said £7. This one said, one thing about sometimes when they put the price low, you might even pay shipping costs. But I make sure I pin down things that are. Look at this one now. They said £10. I don't know why it's not taking you to. Anyway, when you click on my, after we finish the live, go ahead and click on my page. You see the showcase and the shop. When you click on it, it's going to have everything on it. But I've just pinned down the stand for you now. Can you see it?
Yeah.
This one is £10. Yes. That's the stand.
You know, some of these stand, they are not strong, you know.
Anyway, that one is that should be good. Like this one now, this type. They have other types. I'm going to stick. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add up other ones there. But sometimes when you order for it, it might not come instantly. But if you understand. But I have to go now. Okay, that's fine. If I put you down, no problem. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. So that's fine. You know what we are going to do? I prefer the solid stand. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
this one,
some of them are not. Some of them, when you use
I'm going to check those ones and I'll put it in there. Because this one is just an affiliate something. I'm going to look for it in the TikTok shop. Then I'll add it to this shop here so that I can. I'm not really the one selling it. It's just based on commission. But then I'll always put the things that are good so that we can be able to use them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, if not for this one,
I wanted to get off the other app as well.
Yeah.
And it's quite good, but you know, you need a stand that you'll be able to use that is durable.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're paying £20-30 or whatever, but you know it's durable.
I'm going to put all those ones there, no problems. I'm going to add it because everybody is different. Most people want something that are affordable. Some people will have, like, we have the rack there. Some of the rack is £50 here. That one is that you can move it around. You know the rack whereby you place your extensions. You can move it around.
Yeah.
But the ones that is just £20 something is the one that you just stand up straight and behind taking the hair. So it depends on the individual and their pocket. If you know you can afford the £50 one and you have space for it, you go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But for me, I prefer to pay that extra money and get something that is worth it.
That is fine. So I'm going to add up something like this there.
Yeah. Rather than get something cheap and within 2-3 weeks or 1 month is rubbish and then you buy again. That's, to me, I just feel like it's waste of money.
That's fine. So you're going to get that. I'm going to do that. Like this one, I've been using it for a while. For me now, because I teach all the time, I really want an extra one that have weight. That one is about 100 and something. That's too much for you now. You can go with this one. For me, I want to, when I stand it, I don't want to be moving when I'm teaching online. So for you, I've been using this, which is okay, but sometimes I don't want it to move. I just want it to stay stable. Like when I did my hair course in school, the one they use in that college is really firm. I don't know where they get those things from. It's really good. So they buy things that will be durable for more students to come and they keep using them. And
you will know that maybe they've been using it for years. And
it's for years. I think it's specially made. That one is specially made because I've not seen anything like that online. The one they have in our college is specially made.
Yeah.
It's specially made. Yeah.
So they teach hairdressing in college, like
they do, but the braids too, they do. But basically, like when I went there, I did go there for media and hair makeup because when you're doing hair, you still want to learn things about makeup, right? Yeah. So I did media and hair makeup, but the only thing about the hair aspect of it is that they will show you how to wash, blow dry, shampoo, all those type of things. The braiding part of it is just a borrowed course. Even when I did it, like, I think I know how to braid already. I didn't just I didn't concentrate really on that. I just went straight to what I want. But if you really want to go into braiding, it's something that they will teach you. But braiding, you know, African hair with braids now, you need to have that thing. It's not really like, even when I do it then, they're like, oh, Grace, you can braid. I know I can braid, but I know the reason I came here for the makeup. But the course that would link both of them together is just media and hair makeup. They have a makeup aspect of it and they have the hair aspect of it. So that media and hair makeup is like when those people that are working in the studio, you want to like make up them, fix their hair. You can work in a film, like where people that are producing film, you can be their hair and makeup stylist. You can work in a media. There's a lot of places you can work. You can work in a salon. They teach. And they have, but the course, the one I did was I didn't do hair fully. They have full hair. The department, they have full hair. If your daughter gets to that college part and she feels she wants to do that, most kids, they have that talent. If it's what she chooses to do, when they're doing their college course, she can go ahead and do some. Because when I was going to college, most of the kids in the class, there are those of them that wants to like do some courses that they didn't do well, but they are doing hair and media makeup by the side while they are preparing for their maybe GCSE and other things they want to meet up with. So it's up to her, Yeah, but for the braiding,
my friend did this media makeup and hair. She did it because she's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
So I was like a model for her to do a makeup where she did like a dramatic makeup. I looked like an idol worshiper from where I come from when she did
I know. Especially the level 3. Like when I only did level 2. I didn't go into level 3 because level 3 have more. They will do different, in fact, a lot of things is involved with the level 3.
Yes. I was covered in white. My lash was like
exactly.
Green. Oh my goodness! I was like,
no, it's a nice course for those of us that want like makeup, that are into it. It's really nice. You enjoy it because everywhere is full of makeup. You have to do things, makeup. You do the hair, bridal hair. There's a lot of things that is packaged. They do bridal and makeup and as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's so
absolutely. Good. But for me, like the way this country is going and the way the world in general is going, you need to have a skill.
No, it's very important. Even if you learn that skill, like even if you're not using it for business or anything, it's good for the family.
Yeah, no,
like
use
me,
it for business.
It's really good for the family because like me, I have 4 girls. I don't pay money to do their hair. You know how much it's going to cost me to do their hair.
Exactly.
So when they start learning this thing from, I tell my kids, I say, start learning these things when you're young, because when you go to university, you meet other girls that know how to braid. But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to do it, they will charge you, even if they are charging you half price, but they will do their own by themselves. But if you know how to do it, you do for both each other like a trader.
Exactly, Sister Grace.
Do you understand? I tell them all the time here, they know now. And they learn. I say, if you go to university, you do me, I do your own hair. It's like 50-50. Everybody just go.
Yeah.
You choose style. But if you don't know how to do it, you keep paying your money for food. You have to pay for your hair. So when they are young like that, they have that interest. Please let them learn. They are the ones that are supposed to be learning because we need more braiders.
We encourage them, but they don't want to do it.
Let me tell you, there are some lot. I do teenagers' hair a lot. There's one that came to me one time like, oh, auntie, my mommy has been forcing us to learn how to do this hair. I really now appreciated it. Now I'm in university. Other of my friends that knows how to do, they make extra money apart from them being in school. Even if they're not taking the full price, at least they're making some money because they know how to do this skill. She now said she wants to learn. I said, come, if you come, I'll teach you. Now, when she's in uni, she realized what the parents were telling her before to do.
Good.
Do you understand?
That is it. That is what they always do. They always wait when they get to a point. They'll be like, oh, but you told me. But I told you so when you were younger. Why didn't you listen?
I know. Mine, I started buying them the training head when they were even 6 years. But they are how many now? They don't even know how to do it.
No, they will still pick interest.
Imagine
don't worry.
with my 3 girls, but when I go to the shop to buy hair and all the gel and everything, my God, I look at that money. I say, if I could have been paying somebody to do it, imagine the cost.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Sister Grace, do you do wigs as well?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So we'll talk on the phone. I only teach free braids online, but apart from it, every other thing. We have classes, we have beginners, we have intermediate and advanced classes.
Hope you are not expensive.
When you get there, not really at this point, because they are getting to know me. So because I'm just coming out now.
So let's take advantage of you now that you are
exactly. That's what I used to tell people. There will come a point if you go online. Some courses, only one, like the way I'm teaching this braid for free. Only one course is £900. Only one braid section. Yes, it's there online. So, but people, when you come online and taking them on these courses, they don't know the worth of it. But most people know the worth of these free classes we're doing. Most people know the worth, but most people don't know the worth. If you know people that are well known and known into the business, a whole section of Knotless is a lot.
Who is the guy?
She already put it on. So that's just it. So that is it. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's call it a day for today. Then we're back on Saturday by 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. again.
Yeah,
then when the kids are off, we are going to do the class fully, because most people don't even know that we are here still. So, but then we keep doing it, keep going until when it comes to the point, when by the time they say, Grace, are you available? I say, oh my God, not today.
Not today. Do me a favor, please. Don't forget to send me the message.
No, definitely. When I drop off now, I'm going to send you the number for the WhatsApp group, so you go.
Because they go off tomorrow, so we can take advantage of.
Yeah, they can come for that week. Yeah, that's fine.
Not expensive for us if we can pay.
No. It's not expensive. You can be able to do that. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And she will be glad that she did.
Yeah, she's here listening to us. Just watching.
No problem.
All right.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless everyone for watching. Thank you so much on YouTube. Thank you so much on TikTok. And thank you so much on Facebook. I really appreciate everyone. I'm not taking anyone for granted. Thank you so much. Then we'll see in our next class. Bye for now. And my name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. Bye, and see you in my next class. My own cooking ideas. Thank you so much. And you just call me my love. See you there. Bye. I'll see you in my next class. Thank you. Flavia, you say you're a new person. That's fine. It's absolutely all welcome. Any question, please have your question in mind when you come to the next class. Put it on the comment section. We're here to answer the question. Take the most of it now when you get it. Very soon, they'll start looking everywhere. They say, Grace is nowhere to be found. Just take most of it. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Bye. Thank you so much, my YouTube. Thank you so much. God bless you. It pains me that I have to start bringing people up on YouTube. I don't know how this is done. I don't think they're done. But if you have any question, please put it on the comment section. They will answer it. Thank you, everyone. God bless you for watching. And we'll have our next class on Saturday by the grace of God, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Be prepared. We're supposed to have it tomorrow, but I have appointments with the GP. So I have to go for my appointment. Thank you, and God bless you all. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of video there. Each time I teach, I send videos. You can still watch the video while you're doing your practice. It will help. Thank you, and God bless you all. Bye, and see you in my next class. Bye.